This is another exciting episode of TFL Truck because we have an all-new or updated 2024 Chevy Silverado heavy duty with a brand new turbo diesel Duramax V8, and we're doing the Denver 100.
What's 100? That's an MPG loop around Denver?
Exactly, over 100 miles around Denver, Colorado in a brand new diesel, but with a trailer.
Oh yeah, and this is the truck of the future, 2024. And this is the first one we've done with the heavy duties. So this is really cool because MPGs are not measured by the EPA on heavy duties. We will tell you new information, you will learn a lot, and we're pulling a trailer for the first time.
Let's do it. They redesigned this truck on the outside for 2024.
That's so cool. I like that chrome grille. I like the front camera. I'm so happy for a front camera.
No, it's blinding. The sun is reflecting. This is an LTZ. It's not a high country,
right,
but it's one of their more premium models. Brand new lights, brand new grille, and also an updated engine. So let's talk about this because this is hugely important. That's why we're doing this loop.
Giant fan. Look at that puppy. That is a big fan.
Yep. It's a 6.6 liter V8 Duramax engine. And of course, they've had this displacement V8 diesel for many, many years.
Yes. And then now it's got more power.
Yes. 470 horsepower and 975 pound-feet of torque.
That's it. That big torque number. It's a torque monster. I like it. And it's got 10-speed automatic.
Yes.
We're not sure, is it Allison branded?
Yeah, it is Allison branded. It's on the hood. But they didn't go for that, on paper, highest power and torque, right?
Why? Why would they not do that?
I don't know. Maybe because of efficiency?
Okay.
Well, that's why we're here. As always, guys, TFL runs on Sinclair fuels for a couple of reasons. They have fuel additives in every grade of fuel, including diesel.
Cool.
And also the DynoPay app. You can load it up in your device, find the closest stations with the best price, and also get at least 10 cents off per gallon.
Cool.
So it's more affordable. How big is this tank, Mr. Truck?
I don't know. I didn't see that on the Maroni. Is it 36? Is it 42?
It's 36, you're correct.
I don't think I'd buy a heavy-duty truck without a 36-gallon tank, at least.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, 30 seconds.
We're close.
All right.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Boom, did we get a gallon?
No, just about half.
Okay.
So we always do this. We always top off. A lot of you say don't do that, but that's why we wait. We don't want to overfill it, of course.
Of course
but
not.
But we want it to settle, right?
That's true.
Okay. Well, let's get on the road.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Truck.
Yes.
We need to reset our trip meter. I know actually our trailering app is monitoring that, but I also want to monitor it here on our screen. Diesel exhaust fluid is okay. Speed is okay. Here we go. We're ready to go.
Okay, on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again.
So a lot of this loop is highway. It's really under a quarter mile between this Sinclair station and the highway.
Right.
And then we run it between 65 and 75 miles an hour. But the second half of the loop is actually 65 miles per hour to 55.
Yeah, that is kind of bizarre, but that's the best you can do. That's actually a good combination.
It's realistic.
Of speeds, yes.
Yeah. And actually, I tested a similar truck with no trailer.
Okay.
It was a high country. So I can roll a little bit of footage now to show you exactly what this brand new Duramax V8 does with no load.
Cool. That's a good thing too, because the EPA doesn't test that.
What would make you happy on this towing loop? What MPG would make you happy?
Well, we're towing 10,600.
Yes.
And this is capable of maybe 20,000. We don't know about the stickers on GM. But anyway, I would say at that kind of a load, which is, almost half a load, that this should get between 11 and 12. That's my guess.
So double digits for sure. That's what you would like.
Yes. I don't think it'd be 9. I think it's going to be 11, 12. I think it should be. Because it should get that with
because it's not
heavier.
a very high-profile trailer.
Right. Not a lot of wind resistance hitting the cab windshield on that Caterpillar. So, yeah, I think that's very reasonable.
All right, we're climbing this little hill out of Boulder. And we'll return to the same station. I'm at about 2,200 RPM. There I am.
Well, that's good. If we can get this thing to average under 2,000, maybe 1,800 RPM, that will help our fuel economy. Yeah, that would be great.
All right, so right now we're set at 65. Our transmission temp is 145, so it's barely working.
Okay.
And what do you think about the ride so far as comfort?
Well, unloaded heavy duty is fine. It's when they're empty that they like to go bouncing. But no,
Yes.
this is fine. 10,000 pounds, well, 10,600 pounds behind us. That's comfortable. This is a good highway. Wait till we get some rough potholes. As usual, we're using the Gen Y hitch for all of our tests. This is the boss, which means it's torsion. You can see these arms here. There's like a torsion axle. This thing flexes, so it isolates the truck from the trailer, making a better ride. And that's what you want. You don't want to bounce like a basketball. You want to bounce separately. That's what this does. This is a real long drop down too. This one here has got the 2.5-inch shank, made for these Chevys. All heavy duty. You can just look at it and know it's all heavy duty. And you can buy these with store.mrdrug.com. I carry all the Gen Y hitches.
Mr. Truck, what do you think about our load today?
Oh, I love cats. I love skid loaders. I used to own one. I used to do a lot of stuff with these. These are fun machines.
So we have a tandem axle. This is a Big Tex trailer.
Yeah.
I put this on top of it. I loaded it at Tumbleweed Ranch. I'm estimating, I didn't weigh it, but I think we're just under 11,000 pounds because this weighs a little bit over 7,000.
Right.
And the trailer weighs about 3,300 pounds.
Well, cool. You got two 7,000-pound axles, so you can go gross of 14,000
Yes.
pounds.
So this is not a super high profile load,
Right.
but it's heavy.
That's good. So we're not going to get a lot of wind resistance here, but that's okay. This is a kind of a typical load.
We haven't tested a truck like this in a while because this is a 1-ton 3500 series single rear wheel.
Yeah, that's cool. So you get a little more payload on this, a few other things.
Yeah, so payload is actually great, 3,760 pounds, and this is a luxurious model, 4x4 with a 6'10" bed. So
Okay.
it's not an 8-footer.
Yeah, that is cool that these guys have the longest short bed, 6'10".
Yeah.
But they also put the stupid gooseneck hitch in the wrong spot, but we're not pulling goosenecks.
Yeah, that's for another story.
Another story.
But another story here is they give us some information as far as our gross vehicle weight ratings, but this section down here is not for this truck.
Isn't that sad?
It's for the configuration.
Yeah, that is just sad. I make people get misled because there's a VIN number of this truck and the numbers don't match. But the payload, at least, we call that a good number.
So the payload's good.
We can't say anything about the trailer capacity because that may not be within 2,000 pounds of that.
But at least for a four-wheel drive crew cab, brand new Chevy, it's up to 20,000 pounds. We know this.
Okay, yeah, for that, but not this truck.
But this truck could be a little bit lower. So do you have some numbers for me?
Well, I was thinking about this on this Duramax with all the extra power.
Yeah.
It's only showing a list of 9,490. Now,
Wait, is that for the diesel engine?
That's what it says for the Duramax. I don't know if that includes the transmission.
Well, it must, because we have a transmission here.
And it says it's an Allison on the hood. So if that's true, I think this is the cheapest diesel combination in the heavy-duty class. I mean, you folks want to look it up because I know the Ram's a lot higher.
Well, the Ram has a couple of options, right? Because they have a standard output in their 2500s,
Right.
In their 3500s, they have also an optional high output version, and they charge you an additional amount for the ISIN transmission.
Right, so you got all that there.
And then the Ford, they have two versions of the diesel now.
Right.
The standard and the high output. And the high output, I think, is like 12,500.
Holy cow, that might match Ram.
Yes.
But so the light output might be somewhere right under 10 on the
Probably,
Ford.
yeah.
So I think this is the best value on a diesel and a heavy duty. But folks, look it up because the Maronis don't break any of this stuff down now. But yeah, now what do you think the MSRP is on this Duramax 3500 LTZ?
So the LTZ, like we said, it's not the base, obviously. It's not a work truck.
Oh, well,
it's
let me
not
tell
an
you
LT.
that cost. Yeah, that package, if you don't break it down, is $6,715. So this is like a premium package, dude.
I would say it's $80,000.
$80,000. No, it's $83,330 there, Bullseye. So you're $3,000 off, but that's not bad in a big truck like this that gets to be enormously priced.
Well, it does have a lot of luxury amenities. I mean, we have wireless phone charger, we
Yeah.
have ventilated and heated seats.
And the second row does.
Also heated?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have a heated steering wheel. I have a heads-up display. I have digital instrumentation. I have satellite radio. I mean, some of those are subscription-based now. You know, of course, SiriusXM and OnStar and on and on. I have a camera mirror.
I like the camera mirror.
Yes. So here we are. You know, we're about 28 miles into our journey, and it's showing 10.3 MPG. Don't put too much weight into this yet, because that will change. I'm sure it will change.
When we get down to that 65 mile an hour stretch,
It'll be better.
I'll get my 11 miles per gallon, but I'm betting on right now.
But if it's under 10, I'll be disappointed. So, Mr. Truck, sometimes it's hard to figure out the differences between a 3500 truck and a 2500 truck, right?
Right.
It's a lot of it is really in the kind of a frame and also the spring design, right?
Well, there's a different frame?
Well, sometimes, but I think in this case, I see a couple of blocks. So there's a block underneath the spring, the leaf spring stack.
Uh-huh.
And I see kind of an overload spring on top of that. But I can't quite tell what's different between this and a 2500 truck.
Well, I'm going to guess that wedge you're looking at actually jacks the back end up so that when it does squat with the trailer, it's level. So
which is what's happening now.
Yeah,
actually.
and that makes it ride just a little bit rougher, but it's not like a spring. If they've added an extra leaf on top, then that's a good thing. But you know, between a 2500 and a 3500 single rear wheel on both, that's 750 pound more gross vehicle weight rating on this truck than a 2500.
Yes. Let's show some of the technology for towing here, because there's a lot.
There is. I actually like the brake controller there. You liked it on the GMC where it's up here on the console. I think that's an ideal place, but you know, it's not a big deal between there or the console.
Yeah, actually, this is not bad, because this is traditionally where some of them have been.
It's good.
Yeah. I agree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you.
Okay.
But let's define this trailer. Let's see, switch profiles, add new trailer. By the way, my ventilated seat is on.
And they're kind of loud, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a little bit loud.
It's amazing how big the fan is on the seat.
Okay, well, we have to keep ourselves cool.
That's right, we want to be cool kids.
This is Denver 100. Yes, Denver 100.
Yes? Oh.
Not yes, but also I'm going to say 11K.
Yeah, dude, the heavy duty, man.
Yeah, 11K HD. It's a conventional.
Yep.
It's a flat trailer.
Yeah.
It's not a gravel hauler.
No, well, that's a utility, which means it's a pipe trailer, like the looking thing.
Towing assist, tire pressure. We don't have tire pressure monitors set up on this trailer yet.
No.
Tow haul reminder. I would say yes, do it, because it'll just remind me every time I restart the truck.
Right.
I kind of like that. Towing assist. Transparent trailer setup. We don't have transparent trailer cameras.
No.
But now it's ready. My gain is set. Let's set my gain so you can see here in the center gauge. I'm gonna start with about 4 and then we can pull forward and test. I'm gonna grab the...
Wow, that's good brakes.
Ooh, that's strong.
Yeah, you can back it off a little bit. You must have it's a new trailer. Did you say it's broken in?
Yeah,
Varnished?
yeah.
Okay.
So I've been using this trailer for a couple months.
I'm surprised it did that hard. Of course, you were slow speeds.
Yes, and it'll keep our fuel economy and mileage on this trailer, so we can remember that.
Awesome.
And of course, for this, my tow haul mode is on, and I'm gonna set my exhaust brake on, just because we can.
Now, is it a 2-speed exhaust brake like everybody else? It's just a
No.
regular single speed.
So Ford Super Duty for 2023 went to 2-speed, and they have really great display for that. Ram has had it for a while.
Yes.
This is not it.
Okay.
It's either full-on exhaust brake using the turbocharger vanes, right, to
Right.
kind of slow down the flow there,
Exactly.
or nothing. Mr. Truck,
Yes.
I can almost hear the exhaust brake.
Yeah, I mean, you get it on a pretty good hill, but it's a quiet truck. I'm amazed how quiet this is.
Yeah, you know, out of the big 3 heavy-duty pickups, I think the comments, you can really hear the exhaust. It
Yes.
sounds manly.
Yes.
The Ford and GM, they're kind of subdued. They're a little bit quieter.
Yes, dramatically. So it all depends on how you like your noise. If you like it all the time, you get the Cummins. But
Yeah.
if you like sometimes quiet, you get one of the other ones. But these have always been quiet. Well, since they were born in 2001, they were
Yeah.
quiet. And it had something to do with that pilot injection.
But I think this truck is also, this is the newest model, of course. But I think they did the really great insulating the cabin too.
Well, yeah,
You
this
know, for
is-
the wind
yeah.
and everything else.
This is a lot more luxurious model, so that'd be different than a work truck, I'm sure. But yeah, this did really well. I mean, we did find some potholes that kind of shook us up a bit, but it had to be a pretty rough road. So I think it did well. And yeah, I love see, I'm getting old, so I like the less noise, you know?
Anyway, you could hear the engine now. You know, we're climbing up a little bit, you know, through these. We're in Golden now.
Well, how
And-
about your RPMs? You're not very high, are you?
No, 2,000 only.
That's what, you know, hopefully folks got to see it on camera. You know, once we get dropped below 2,000, it really helped our fuel mileage. And I think I'm going to win the fuel mileage test. By golly, I think I'm in like Flint.
Well, let's go to the station and find out what it is.
Okay.
Let's go. The truck is saying 11.2 after 112 miles. Here we are, we just made it back to the Sinclair station. Mr. Truck,
Yes.
so the truck is saying 11.2.
Good. That's what my guess was.
That's what you wanted.
That's what I wanted.
All right, well, let's get some diesel.
Okay. Push the magic button.
All right, so if we went 112 miles
Yes.
and it's 11.2, we should get about 10 gallons maybe.
Okay.
So if that's the case, I think I'll be happy with this result.
Well, yeah, I think that's what that would be a minimum.
Yeah,
You would hope more for that for only, what, 10,600 pounds of
yeah.
cargo behind us. Oh, look at that. It's going to beat it. Whoa.
All right, 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Not quite 10 gallons.
Okay. 9.768. All right, Mr. Truck. So the official distance for the loop is 112 miles.
Okay.
112 divide by, what is it? 9.768. Right?
Yep, you're right. You've got it down.
11.5.
There you go. I knew it was going to do better than 11. That's great.
Yes.
That's what it should. I would not expect it to go less than that.
So this is the benchmark, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all these loaded diesels like this.
Yes. So now we have to test the latest Cummins
Right.
and of course the all new Super Duty.
With that 10,600 pound load behind us?
Yeah, I would like. We
good.
have this trailer, we have the skid loader.
That's fair.
So I would like to repeat this.
That would be good. That would be interesting to see how that worked out.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time on alltfl.com and
Store.mrtruck.com.
thank you.